We're back in the Stone Creek kitchen with raw food chef Pam Nectar, preparing dishes to help you beat the heat and stay healthy this summer. And one dish that is refreshing is lettuce wraps, because you don't have to heat up the kitchen for this one.
That's right.
It's all whole natural foods and raw foods.
It's all raw, and there's a lot of water in it, and there's also a lot of vitamins in it, and it's all living, so it's easy to digest and a nice cool dish.
So this is what's going to go inside it. These are the ingredients we're going to use for it right here.
That's right.
We've got some cashews.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and make a little salad here.
Okay.
And lettuce wraps are a dish that you often see in restaurants, and comes with a big old head of iceberg lettuce, or you could use different types. And so I've got my little bowl ready. So we're going to put in some shredded carrots. And I just want you to notice that what we have going in here is a whole lot of different colors.
Okay.
Some cucumber. We're just going to slide it all in there. Some green onion for a little zap. Whoops.
And do you use the whole thing or just like the bottom part of it?
I use the real greeny parts just because they're a little less,
okay.
less intense. Depends on what I'm using. Some red pepper and some purple cabbage. So it's really important to think about lots of colors when we're eating, you know. It's all different vitamins and stuff. So that's the beginning of that. We'll put some cashews in there also.
And you don't crunch them up or anything, and you don't toast them, you just...
Nope, because we want them raw.
We want them raw.
Yeah, and you know, cashews are super yummy, and that's kind of where we're going to get our protein from, you know, and you get a lot of protein from the dark greens as well. So again, because we're going for the cooling, we're going to add a little mint to our salad.
How long have you been having or enjoying a raw food diet?
About almost 2 years.
Okay, and what made you want to make that switch?
You know, I had heard a lot about it for a lot of years. I worked in Whole Foods Market for years and years, but I was a foodie, and I thought, raw food, that's not for me. I love food.
I think you find foodies that are like, yeah, not in a million years, I love my food too much.
That's right. But the thing about a raw food diet is that it just brightens you in a different way. And when I started doing it, it was actually after my life had taken a turn. I had lost my mom to pancreatic cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
You know, when she was sick, we ate a lot of raw food, and I just felt so good. And so after I lost her, I was like, I've got to thrive through this. And I came down to Arizona from Canada and went for it with the raw food. So,
well, you picked a great place to go to.
I know. I really did. I really did. So we have all of our good ingredients. And all I'm going to dress this with is some lime juice.
I want to get back to that topic that you said is really key in a raw food diet. And you were talking about, pardon me if I get the word wrong, alkalinity? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What does that mean?
Well, our bodies have a perfect balance around 7.
And you can just continue
I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
So yeah, some black sesame
So our bodies
seeds.
have about a 7?
Yeah.
Out of how many?
Well, it's a weird scale.
Okay.
And so basically, right in the middle is about a 7. And so 2 acid or 2 alkaline isn't very good. And it's kind of complicated, but raw foods and lots of dark green leafy veggies are what helps us maintain a proper alkalinity.
And when we have a proper alkalinity, what does that mean for everyday kind of
it means your body can function way better. And people that are
energy-wise?
Energy-wise, how we digest, how our bodies function. So it's something that you know, people want to become aware of, and eating a healthy raw diet is a really good way to get on top of it.
How do you find out what your alkalinity is when you're not doing, like the baseline where you're starting from?
You can see a naturopath, or you could get pH strips and see what your pH is.
Okay, so if it's above or below 7-ish, then you're wanting to...
Exactly.
I love this tip where you flip it.
I know, right? It's so fun. I had to do this with you here. Ding!
And yours worked well. See, I could do that 4 times on TV.
I've done this
never would it work right.
So the mango just adds a little tang and a little sweetness to this dish, which I love, and it goes great with the cashews and the cilantro. And so we'll put some cubes in here.
And obviously for you and for your life, the raw foods is really what suits you best. But even if you don't go to that length, the benefits of a recipe like this, or even parts of this kind of lifestyle, would only help, because it's all whole foods, it's all natural.
Yeah, and people think, oh, if you're going to be raw, it's all or none.
Right.
And that's really not the case. It's a process, and I'm living proof. It's not something that has to happen overnight by any means. And so, I always say, add a little raw food, feel a whole lot better.
A little and a lot.
Yeah, just do what you can.
Kind of stick that in here.
Yep, I'm going to just add a little salt. Now, this I wanted to mention also. This is Himalayan pink salt.
Okay.
Okay, and so unlike regular table salt, this is loaded with minerals. And like I talked about earlier, we have all these different vitamins in here. This is a lot of minerals.
Okay.
So vitamins are our nutrients, but minerals, they direct all the functions in the body.
Okay, so vitamins
again,
and minerals and the raw.
So check it out. We're going to put a lot
of goodness.
Yeah, pink salt is available in lots of places now.
So I'm going to be your Sue right here, and I guess I just kind of sprinkle it in the middle,
yeah,
right?
go for it.
All right.
Go for it, exactly.
It
and
looks
again,
nice and vibrant in its colors.
if you wanted to, isn't that gorgeous? And if you wanted to, you could add a little, I mean, I know this isn't
The
raw.
hoisin?
A little hoisin is what you're used to seeing in a Szechuan restaurant. A little drop of that on top.
Beautiful.
I know, right?
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to share one more dish with us a little bit later in the show. I'm still sipping on my lavender lemonade. It's delish. So stick around. I'll let you transition to that. And then coming up next, we're going to tell you what to pack and what to leave behind. Up next, we take a look inside the perfect picnic basket that will make sure you're prepared